Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today is Monday. Today's video was actually requested by one of you. Actually, I had two people asking. So I'm excited to walk you through this beautiful budget planner. The reason why I'm doing this is because I'd like to show you how I use this and how it keeps me organized, how my bills are organized, my daily life, even right down to my business. So, and I want you to know that you can set yours up as well. Whether you're just starting out, whether you're resetting your budget, this is made for everyone. Whether you own a business, whether you don't have a business, this is a perfect planner for anyone who pays their bills, okay? But it has a little bit of extra. I would like to explain to you a little bit about my thought process. I will try to keep it short. Okay, when you purchase this budget planner, it's just like this. So the budget planner comes with a clear, like a light tan, and it has a frosted cover on top. So when I first started creating my budget planners, because I was looking for something that could really resonate with my customers and also for me. And as someone who went through the process of hitting rock bottom and getting back up and starting their business, I really wanted to create a budget planner that was very easy. So the very first budget planner that I did come out with was the linen budget planners, and those planners are all undated, but they only have just budgeting pages inside of it, as well as the 8x10. The two that are the ones that are undated is this one, this is an 8x10. This is an A5 size, and this one is, we have pink, black, and a light taupe, like a very light brown. Not even a brown. It's like a tan color. Okay. First, like I said, when I first started, I created the linen ones in the 3 colors. And so as I said, these are undated as well as the 8x10. Okay. So when I first started the A5 size here, like I said, all of these pages in here are specifically just budgeting pages and things like that. Okay. Then I decided, okay, well, you know what? My customers want big. Not everybody likes A5 size. There's a lot of people that like big. They want the A5, they want the 8x10, which is like really big, and it has a lot of space. So this is the 8x10 undated, right? So those are those two. Now this one here is the dated version. So the dated version is dated. So for 2025, I decided to create a dated version. What that means is I decided, so in the beginning, you have your basic pages, you have the yearly, you have like the overview, you also have a yearly section, you can put your goals here, okay? And then you have a bill tracker for the full year. Car maintenance, the last time I got my car done was March, and I'm actually due for another one. The light's on. So then you have a note page. After that, this is where your month starts. I love this planner. I'm so happy that I actually was able to create this planner for people. I personally really love it. So there's many ways that you can use this planner. So you can use this on a personal level. You can use this if you own a business. You can use this if you're trying to get better with your finances. Everything in here, I use it for all 3. So you have your month on 2 pages, which is your typical monthly overview, where you're going to list out the things that you need to do for the month. Everything that you need to do, you should be listing it out. After your month on 2 pages is where this is where the weekly view comes in, okay? So I don't like to add the times because I like to use it as a list. I want you to be creative. You can set this up how you want to. You can do morning, afternoon, and evening. You can separate it with highlighters or stickers or however you choose. And so you can see in the different section, there's some stickers, but I just like to make a list, check it off, or highlight as I go. I really don't need, the thing about the timing is that I don't really follow times unless I have an appointment. And so in that situation, what I do is I will just write the appointment in here. So if I had an appointment, I would just be like doctor's appointment, 2 p.m. And I'm still going to list the things that I have to do. Everybody has tasks that they have to do every day, whether it's minimal, simple, daily. We have chores and things that we have to do every day. Everybody cooks, everybody cleans and picks up. So write it out. Make your life easy. And anything that's on your mind that you have cluttered in your mind, put it out on paper. So after the month and 2 pages, you have the weekly view, which is the vertical, okay? So for 2026, I'm gonna tell you guys this right now. I am planning to make the same budget planner, but I have 2 different ways. I'm so excited. So the first way is going to be just like this. So it's gonna look exactly like this with the vertical columns. Everything is going to be just like this with the silver coil. And then the second planner is going to be the same. However, the weekly view is going to be the horizontal like this. And I will have gold. So we'll have 2 different styles for the 2026 budget planner. Okay, so let's get back into it. So every day I list out the things. Now, I like to list out everything that I have to do. I like to check it off, whether it's dinner, anything. Just write out the things that you have to do and go with the, oh, here it is right here. I just put the time. So what you want to do is just pretty much write out the things that you have to do for the day and check it off. This is a great way to keep you organized. It's not only, a great way to keep you organized, but it's also a good way to, how sometimes we might worry about a lot of things that are on our minds. And I don't know about you, but I know that I could be like that a lot, constantly worrying about the things that I have to do. So I think getting it on paper is an easy way. So after your weekly section, you have 2 task and goals list pages. I like to call these 2 pages as like a running list of things to do. So even though we have our weekly section over here, this page over here is where you can list out the projects that you have to do, like where you live, in your home, your house, your apartment, any projects that you have to do. The point is that you want to list out the things that you have to do, whether it's your projects and your goals, because we all have dreams, we have goals, we have visions, we have things that we want to accomplish. So no matter how small it is or big it is, list it out. Okay, now this is where the budgeting part starts. You have your bill tracker, and then you have your month-on-one page. These 2 pages are my favorite. I've been using these type of pages. These 2 pages are super handy for you. It's a great way to stay on track. So you want to list out all of the bills in the order that they come in, and then over here, instead of rewriting the same thing, what you should do is you can use either a highlighter or you can use some dot stickers, and then you're just going to put the dot stickers where the bills are due. Okay, it's kind of a mess here, but you can also use stickers to list out like your paydays, or you can use like one that says bill due, but you don't have to like rewrite everything over here. It's really just a basis for you to see, like if you see this dot sticker here, you know that those are the bills that are due. Now, I like to say is I like to pay my bills paycheck to paycheck. So I am a paycheck to paycheck budgeter, okay? And when I used to get paid, from my corporate job, it was bi-weekly. Now I base it off a weekly. So let's say it's Friday, you put all of your dot stickers on all of the bills that are due. You get paid on a Friday, and you want to pay the bills in between your pay periods. Okay, the only money that we are taking out of the bank is for your cash envelopes. And of course, that's another video, and you can actually watch some of the other videos that I recently just made, and I talk about the cash envelope system. I think I just recently did a video on cash stuffing week 2. And I'm trying to be a little bit more consistent with the older videos. So you want to pay the bills in between your pay periods. And I'm sure you guys have heard of this. So after that, you have an expense tracker. So you have 2 pages. You can list out all your expenses, expense trackers, and then you have 8 sinking funds, so they're individual. And this is where you would list out like an emergency fund, or maybe you're doing a Christmas fund. So these are individual, where you are going to be tracking what you're adding to your sinking fund or what you're taking out. So this is where you would do it. And then we have a credit card tracker, so you can list out all of your credit cards and get rid of them. Then we have a debt tracker over here. You have 1, 2, 3, and 4 spots to list out. So this is additional debts that you're paying down, and this is where you would put it. Afterpay tracker, and this was requested, as well as this, and then subscriptions. So go through your bank statement, take a look at all of the subscriptions that you're using, and list everything out. A lot of times you'll be surprised, you could probably get rid of a lot of subscriptions. After that, you have the paycheck tracker that we're just talking about. So every week when you get paid, break down your paycheck. This is a great way to be in control. You got paid, now it's time to put your money where it needs to go. So as you can see, I put work. I think I was probably doing a video explaining this and how to do it. Okay, so if we need to update the paycheck to paycheck tracker video, let's do it again. Leave me a message in the comments. I will be more than happy. What you're doing is breaking down your paycheck and you're listing it in the spots that I have highlighted. And we have 5 of those. Okay, so 5 of those for each week. And then we move on to next month. So I'm just kind of walking you guys through. So the other thing I want to share with you is, remember when I was telling you about how I like the minimal look, and you know, it's very like, see how it's very plain. So I was also thinking about my customers, and then I also thought about how can I have people really use this budget planner for the full year. That's really my ultimate goal, is to have people use one planner and not keep switching and stopping and saying, oh, let me start this and that. You know, when you do stuff like that, you get more overwhelmed and more confused and just ultimately stressed out with what you're doing. And then you just don't even know at that point. You're second guessing yourself and you get upset, and it's a waste of money when you constantly switch. So my challenge is for people to really use, I don't even know, I think I'm going to do a $100 challenge for the people who literally use their planner for the full year. I will do a raffle for whoever uses their planner for the full year like I'm doing. I will put them in a raffle, and I will do a winner for $100. Because I want people to be serious. You can't be serious if you're constantly switching out your budget planners. Now the reason why, now I'm going to show you what I did in order for people to hopefully inspire them to continue to use what they're using. Okay, so I did this. I created these beautiful, these snap-in page flags, okay? And so they have the titles. They have like monthly goals, meal planning, saving tracker, important dates, debt-free journey, kids in school, family budget, and self-care fund. So obviously you can use them for what you want to. They have titles, but if you just wanted to use them, I love the decoration part of it. So, but if you wanted to use them however, you know, obviously, but you can pop them right in here. So I added this this is additional, it's not part of the planner, but you can purchase it separately. So I did that. These are the covers that go with this planner. They go with the dated planner only. So all of these little accessories, obviously I think this could possibly fit in the A5 and the 8x10, especially if you're like creative. So these are the patterns that I have. Right now, on my website, you can actually get the planner in all 5 covers. It's listed as a bundle, but I love them. I'm also going to be adding additional patterns by, I'm going to say August. So for like year end and like for the fall weather and Christmas, we want to have new covers, okay? So anyways, this is what I created so people could continue and not get bored with their budget planner Do you know what I mean? Isn't that a great idea? I thought it was such a great idea. So you don't get bored with your planner, and you can switch out the covers and use different ones. On top of the covers, I also did the bookmarks. So these are a couple of the patterns that I will be printing for the covers for, like, I'm gonna say probably August, and have them be here by September. Like, they're gonna be here by then, because I think September is an amazing time. I love the fall, and I have lots of products that I haven't shared with my customers as of yet, but I have lots of new stuff that's going to be here for the last quarter of the year. So, but how cute is this, right? So I decided, okay, let's add some bookmarks, because the bookmarks are super handy. Number one, I'm gonna bring you right to the month of June. You can just, you know what I mean? You can pop it, you can switch it over. And what I like about this is that you can put it right where your budgeting is. So I have them in 2 spots. See how these bill due stickers are here? These are bill due transparent sticker sheets that we have in the shop, and they say bill due and they also say payday. So very minimal, very simple. You know, there's also other stickers that I have in the shop, but let me go back. We'll do a flip. I already showed you January. So I've been using this since the beginning of January. Right now the budget planner is listed at $15. I think I had it listed at $12.50 yesterday. I put it back at $15, probably until the end of the month, but it's really, I really want to get it in people's hands. Okay, so you have your month on 2 pages, and then after that, again, this is the week. This is where you want to write out, be organized, get down in the nitty gritty, grab your highlighters, start doing the things that you need to do to stay consistent, stay organized. I want you to have the right mindset. I want you to be in the right mindset, whether that is being organized with your personal life and your business and your work and your children. So it's a circle, and I want you to like do everything. It's not just about like, oh, we need to really do better with our finances, yada yada yada. No, it's really everything. It's about your whole full mindset. How can you do your finances if you're not in the right mindset? Does that make sense? Right? So I like to list all of that stuff out, and then I like to just make my list of things that are separate. So even though these are the tasks that I have to do per day, I might even like look down and like make a list of, like, if I have an appointment, I'll write it in. But this is the area here. These are the things I have to do. So here we are again. Now this is where the budget starts. Let's go over here. Now we're in March. And when you have the month on 2 pages, you want to list out everything on these 2 pages. You don't have to list your bills, but I did here. See? It's up to you of how much information you want to list on the 2 pages. Some people want to list everything because they really want to see what bills are due. However, do not forget you have the pages over here. So these 2 pages could be for business, it could be for appointments or children. You know, you can literally separate it, okay? And then again, you have your week. Okay, so that's a little bit of the history behind the dated budget planner. So I hope that makes sense. I decided to create the planner, and you know, I wanted to add a little bit of fun to it as well. So that's why I decided to create the snap and covers, the snap bookmarks, which it really is, to be honest, a lot of fun. Because right now, because since we're in June, I could say, you know what, for July, I'm gonna do daisies, or I can switch to like the real minimal one, which is so pretty. And so you can just switch out your covers, make it fun, match it with the bookmarks, and just have fun with it, and really utilize just one planner for the full year, so you don't get overwhelmed by switching out and moving into something else. This dated planner is really I personally think it's user-friendly, and I think it's for anyone who wants to stay organized, and that's really it. It's for people who want to stay organized but also pay their bills, and they want to get better with that. Maybe they want to start making an emergency fund and things like that. So learning about it, learning how to do the paycheck tracker, learning how to use cash envelopes. So you know, writing their list of things that they have to do for every single day. This is a wonderful planner. I think it will help people stay organized. So, okay, so I talked to you guys about the covers, the sticky notes, and the bookmarks. And again, this is what the date is. So for 2026, we're going to be doing the same one with silver, and then we're also going to be doing the horizontal with gold. So we have 2 sets coming out. I personally love it. This thing is so chunky, and I think it's chunky because I have like so many stacks of sticky notes in here. By the way, we are expecting 7 sticky notebooks to arrive any day now, and those sticky notebooks are going to be all of these patterns. They're going to be all of these patterns. They're going to be like a little 4x6 notebook, and then the edging is going to be all of the patterns. So cute. I can't wait to share with you. All right, so this is the 9x7 dated. I hope I answered your questions when it comes to the dated. Like I said, right now the dated is listed at $15, the lowest of the season. We have a couple different payment options on the website. I wish that people would at least try it out, because like I said, month on 2 pages, you have a weekly overview, and then you have the bills section. So it's a great planner to start. And the good thing about it is that if you truly love this one, then guess what? We're gonna have another one for 2026. So amazing. I cannot wait. All right, guys, I hope this makes sense to you. Let me know what your thoughts are, but most importantly, say hello below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.